Hello and welcome to a special video. This one is all, you've probably seen it in the title, the DK Formation. I've had a couple of you guys ask me about my formation, my tactics and that kind of thing, and just something that I've sort of developed over a few years of playing FIFA and just how I like to set up my team and how I like to play. So I'm going to just run through this video, show you my formation, show you my tactics, all the rules and all that kind of stuff, and probably the best players to be looking for in these certain kind of positions and how I like to play. So if this is something that you are interested in, then feel free to keep watching. If not, well, feel free to click off. But let's just get straight into this. It is a 4-2-3-1, and I'm actually going to duck back out and show you exactly how I set it up. Alright, so we start off with the formation, and if we use the 4-5-1, that's the initial start of it. So we select that, and then we go over to the squad and we start adjusting positions. So what I first like to do is move my striker up nice right up the top as far as he'll go and sit him there as a striker. And then my cam, I also move up a little bit further and sit him in a cam role. The CDM, I like to move across just a touch and back just about 3 spots, turn him into a CDM. And then the right CDM, I actually pull across about 10 or so, and then I move him up about another 10, sort of into a center mid role. Then you've got the wingers out here. Now what I try to do is bring them in just a touch and then I shift them up. We don't want a left wing. We actually want until he is a left mid. That is the highest you want him to go, is a left mid and in. Same with the right. And then as for the backs, they all just sit there in their rows. Moving across to the instructions. Okay, so our striker, you really want a striker that has a high attack work rate. Low defensive doesn't really matter. Medium defense is probably better for what I like to do with him. But let's just go into his instructions. Now, the support runs, I like to say stay central. Attacking runs, I want him to get in behind. I set him up on aggressive interceptions. That can help out, you know, putting a little bit of defense in the forward line. And then I sit him on basic defense support. Moving to the left mid, I want him to come back on defense. I play a very defensive style game of football and try and get them forward on the counter attack. So you want some nice pacey wingers and a real pacey striker. Everyone else, you know, I'll get to that a little bit later. Chance creation, I want the left mid to cut inside and I want him to get in behind. As for the crossing runs, I want him to get into the box for the cross, stick to position and normal interceptions. The cam, we want him just to stay forward. We want him to get into the box for crosses. He can free roam, and we want him on aggressive interceptions as well. And the right mid, we're going to go come back on defense, cut inside, get in behind, and we want him in the box for crosses, stick to position, normal interceptions. Now we get into the defensive line. We've got the center mid. We're going to sit balancing attack. We want him to stay on the edge of the box for crosses. I don't want him moving inside. Normal interceptions and stick to position. He'll set up the midfield. He'll get those passes through and hopefully set you up with some attack. So you want high, if possible, high attack, high defense. He'll get back and help out. He doesn't have to be too tall, but you want someone that can definitely pass well, preferably with a good weak foot as well. Moving to the CDM, well, we're going to sit on the balanced defense. We're going to stay back while attacking and normal interceptions. That is enough for him. We want a high defensive work rate, preferably a medium attack, not a high because you don't want him getting too far out of position, but you want him there sort of attacking the players coming forward. Moving on to the left winger. Now what I do here is I stay back while attacking and I put him onto conservative interceptions. I don't want them pushing right up the field. I don't like that. I like the defensive line sitting right back. So a high defensive work rate you definitely want. Medium attack, you know, can sometimes help up the play, but you don't want him creeping out of position. You've seen in some of my career modes, some of my wingers are just absolutely insane. Just kamikaze, left out of position, and then we get goals scored against us. So stay back and conservative is right for him. Now the left centre back, we want stay back while attacking and conservative interceptions. The right one, we want stay back attacking and normal interceptions. So he can get out every now and then and get the ball. What I like to do with the right centre back is find someone who has a high attack work rate, so that if you use, like in the last 5 minutes, and go all out attack, he's the one that's going to get forward. So you want someone that's got some decent heading accuracy, a bit of pace about him, and can really help out the striker in the death. And then the right back, we're going to go back to stay back while attacking and conservative interceptions. Now, moving on to the tactics, we are going to use a custom tactic, and I like to use 85 speed, 72 passing, and organised positioning. Now, that sort of helps with my counter-attack kind of play. It really was incredible in FIFA 15. You can see, if you know who Traore Coney is, he definitely got helped by these sort of tactics. As for the chance creation, we go 70 passing, 50 crossing. I mean, crossing's a little bit better this year, and those wingers do drop out wide every now and then to get a cross in. Shooting is up at 75, lots of shots, and free form, just allowing them to move around in the box. Defense-wise, I sit back, so 35 pressure with 60 aggression. I like to get in there and tackle. Team width is 40, and the defensive line is cover. So that is our formation, a 4-2-3-1 sort of setup. And yeah, just have a go at it, you know, see how you go. You might enjoy it, you might not like it, but gameplay style, I like to sit back, defend well with my 4 defensive line and my CDM, and then sort of play it through the midfield, and then Lucas there will shoot it out to Dario Lopez, or maybe find EB streaming through the middle, then gets out to the striker and puts it in. It's worked well. We've won a Champions League with Notts County. We've won a couple of Champions Leagues over the season, but yeah, that's my formation. Hopefully that gives you a bit of an insight, and hopefully you have a crack at that. Let me know in the comments down below. That's just all we have for this video. We'll see you next time. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. Bayern Munich found guilty. Today, in a landmark decision, Bayern Munich have been found guilty of deception. Sources say for years that they have been making off-the-book payments to players and staff. FIFA have instructed the club to pay $1 billion in fines, which could see the end of Bayern Munich as a club unless they can come up with the money. In a strange turn of events, the Saudi business tycoon, Prince Alawed bin Al Squed, has declared that he will front the money to the club on the condition that the entire Bayern Munich side playing list is transferred to Al Shabab in the Saudi League. An outcry of true Bayern fans has petitioned to FIFA to allow this so that Bayern can continue as a club. FIFA released a statement today saying that Bayern would be cleared of their debt if they agreed to the Saudi prince's terms, and as a punishment would be relegated. A clean slate for Bayern with their new manager, Daniel the General Kutin, in the second division, with no more than a handful of free agents willing to pull on the once prestigious Bayern shirt. Time will only tell if the General can rebuild Bayern to its once former glory and put this travesty to bed once and for all.